All right. Hello, everybody. Doing a live session up here. I had like a few questions that comes up. It's like deal what happens with this twin flame journey. What is this situations is? And Kim Out comes in and talk to you live a little bit. As you're maturing more and more within the journey, and you going in there, and once you passing a certain levels, you're going to find out what the journey is about. And as you guys know, that when you begin to awaken in there, because you're coming from different mentality, different thought process, different informations, different things. When you get ignited as a twin flame, what happened inside of you? You get into a lot of things, a lot of situations in there. But when you go in there, actually, we were talking about today, and that's what I'm going to be talking about. This is about right here, but that is about talking about extremes, two extremes that you are going in, and you're coming from this lower end. You went and hit the bottom of life when you are what's going on within the journey. I had a question today that somebody asked me, like, Dio, I didn't see this person for 5 years. The reason you're not seeing that person for 5 years because that person cannot give you what you're expecting to give. Your expectations. I spoke to a lot of people who are in a twin flame journey itself, and over the years. Hi, Rich. Thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here, brother. Really. And talking about when you evolve, the truth within you, as you more you discover, the more you discover within the journey, the more the truth become larger expansions. This is why you need to learn to expand within the twin flame. But it's your personal expansions that you're doing within. Now, personal expansion is so precious because it sets you on a proper timing within you. It sets you up within the line. This is why one of the things doesn't happen on time of your own expectations. Guess what? It triggers the heck out of you of everything that is unhealed within you. Over the time, the twin flame journey, it is really triggered. And when we're talking about a lot of the people, they're not in the personal unifications of the journey. How come they're going to be in a relationship or a partnership with another soul connections? It's not going to happen. You are carrying the damage, you're carrying the past, you're carrying the pain, you're carrying everything. Healing, guys. Taking out your healing within yourselves and heal it that, muster it. Through that expansions within yourself, you're going to be going into the lower realm. When you hit the bottom, then you're going to make steps. Those steps actually, they're going to switch when they cross over. And when I'm talking about steps, they're looking like this. But before you begin to awaken, they're actually looking like that. You're going down the steps. You hit the bottom. It's your job when you're in the bottom, you go, 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 and get yourself back up. But when you go that back up, when you go back up, all of a sudden they're turning like this. You're going up into the divine. You're learning what you have to do. What is your missions? What are the things are? And then you bring that energies down to the people. That is your mission. But before you do the mission with somebody else, you have to have the dignity of the mission from within yourself. This is why before you getting anything about twin flame relationship, because it's not a relationship, you will understand it's a partnership when you get there. You have to do these things first on your own. And when two people coming in, what happens is the two people, they're gonna go the same road. They're gonna go down in here, they're gonna hit rock bottom, and then they both together is gonna come in up. Then they're gonna cross the threshold. The threshold's coming. They go up into the divine. They understand what is their purpose is. They now understand 100% what is going on. And then they bring that energy down by versing the same issues on the way up. But they're bringing it down. And when they bringing it down, then they're ready to be example of what the divine partnership should have been. When you look at the new side of yourself deep, you're going to find the truth about this. The question is how strong are you to accept that truth from within yourself? Because the truth on the way down is going to be different than the truth on the way up in both ways. Because when you go up into the divine to get your downloads, to get your informations, to get the things that are really matter about the life, you're going to be going in there with peace. Can't just go in there with your aggravations, with your agitations, with your needs, with your codependency into the divine. They're gonna be like, dude, I've not done your job. Look at you. You're depending on this, you're depending on that. Go heal these things in there. Talking about like that, a lot of you have this work when it's done, but what happens after it's done is the question. I'm focusing within you. I mean, we've been talking about all this. Do you have to really wait for another person for 5, 6, 7 years? You put your life on hold. No, you put your journey of your own self on hold. You're going into a road when you have not healed this part of yourself. You to be learning to be independent and free. Let me tell you what is the difference in there. You're going to have a fear. And let me explain what that fear is. That fear is about who is going to tell you what to do. Because you're not used to it, you to tell yourself what to do. You've always been looking for something from authority. You've always been looking at for something else. When you become totally free, you're going to be looking at into this beautiful parts inside of you to become and understand the mysteries of life is you to become the creator. You to become creating something. But what are you creating? First of all, you're creating yourself. You become one with your true self. In order to become something true in the 3D, to build it something, to create something, guess what? You have to have the idea that you are building at this, you are creating at this. But after you're creating it, you're going to see the fruits from it and what you need this. But you will understand that at some point, it's not about you. You meet another person is coming to you, another person is attracting to you, another person is giving you from the divine because they say, well, here is the right person that you can walk in the journey. You're healed, they're healed, boom. And then you're both going to be walking on that same path. You're going to be walking it in there. But the truth that it's from within yourself is the truth from within yourself. You're going to be understanding that a lot of the people, they are people. They have their choices. They can make their choices. They can choose, if this is the origin line, they can choose to be below the line. They can choose to be above the line. But they can choose to be on the line. But once they made their choices, there is something that it has much more value than anything else. It's called time. And when certain things happens for a certain time, the timing is for some people it's crucial. But you need to understand that when you going with the natural flow of events that's happening, you're going to be learning to flow within yourself. You're flowing with the natural events that goes and occurs. Hey, Juliana, glad to see you too, brother. And when you get into that natural path of flow, the truths, the wisdoms that it comes in, you can have the truth from above within yourself. You can have the truth from the above yourself. They all become the one. You're understanding the part of oneness. And then when you are in that oneness and you're with the partner within oneness, you getting into the parts of the unions, guys. You understand the value of the union. Okay, this is not because you have a reasons. This is not because of you have anything, or because you have needs, or because you have codependency. So no, we're talking about a pure authentic connections within the divine, that it's based out of a bliss, peace, and an internal work that is a processing, and now it's giving its fruits, that you're living of the present that it is here, the present, that it is what it is. Okay, because of all the situations that are going on right now within the community. I'm looking at that. I've even I went out. I was looking at the terms about twin flames. Who does that? What does they say about the twin flame for over the years? And I end up in this medical hotline, whatever, and says that it's a personality disorder. And the way that the person is described, guess what? The person who wrote this doesn't have his name there. It only says the person who evaluate the text, but who write it, nobody knows. Don't trust anything out there that doesn't have personal name below and the bottom, or it doesn't have anything, or is so on with it. When you're reading information about twin flames, okay, and your journey as a twin flame, it's personal. Before you learn anything in life, what did you have to do? You learn it with somebody else? You learn it with a partner? No, you didn't. You learn on your own. Why do you think the twin flame's journey is gonna be different? The only thing that is a difference in there, it is the soul connection. When you're a little child, guess what? You have that boy or that girl in there that they show you how feels. When you're good to them, they've been good to you, possibly. When you bad to them, they show how they can be bad to you, just to mirror it, so you can learn how it feels like it. This is why it hurt people hurting people, but this is the same way. It is a heal people healing people. All it does is that when the people who go into heal, they're getting hurt back, then the situations is different. And this is why we're talking about it. When you're getting into the soul connections and you're a healed person, but you're dealing with someone who is hurt people, personality, you have to want it to standing and understand the truth. They have not done the work, period. It's time to let them go, because you can't. Even if whatever you try, I have a lot of people try to work that out, try to change them, try to give them a books, videos, or personal, or in there. You can't. But when I had a couple of sessions about a week ago, when two people decide to come and work together. Do you know what the results are? They're beautiful. I may not have a lot of people to come in right now, okay? But this couple, the quality that comes in from them, that it's a whole another story. Improvements of their personal lives, improvements between them, and improvements with the family members. That's what this journey is about, to help to recreate the proper way here on the 3D, on this timeline that it's there. Choices. You will have a lot of choices of people who can choose. They can choose you, they can choose to abuse you, they can choose to ghost in you, they can choose to do whatever they want, they can choose to be with you, they can choose to be working with you. But that is it, their choices in there. Okay? What your choices is you to choose yourself and understand that part of the journey, your part with yourself, your part with everyone around you. Because there is a one questions in the whole universe. That's how the origin came in. What can we do together? That is it, the questions between the ego and the soul. What can we do together? When you unite in those two within yourself, then you will understand the unifications of the true self from within you. You're not going to be abandoning your ego. You're not going to be abandoning your soul. You're going to be working with both because you see everything from two different opposite perspective. So you can be able to see 100% of the situations you are dealing with. Once you do that, you begin to evolve. Once you evolve, then you're ready. And there. So, Giuliano, we have to give space and time to people or do someone who love this. What I have understand these days, things can't happen the way we want. We need patience and love first for all, for ourselves. Exactly, Giuliano. We cannot control another person. What they are going to do, their actions is going to speak louder than their words and their thoughts, because actions is actually what they determined of the internal work and a process with everything. Action is the final result. And when the person decides to be with you, be with you. The persons decide not to, then there is nothing you can help about it. Already the decisions already has been made. Can be unmade? Can a people turn around? Yes, everything is possible. Everything is possible. But as we see this, we are not involved as a race to that point. To understand at the proper time of space, we are designed to do certain things of the proper time and space. So the love to ourselves, the healing ourselves, that is probably one of the best things that you can do. Self-love, because the self-love teaching what? You're teaching yourself to become the love. This is why I say be love. Be love, okay? Just be love. In there. Hi Nor, thank you for coming in. How can we let go with the energy portion sent to us from time to even if we developing in our inner and outer selves? How are you gonna be cutting that? When you understand that holding on to them, suppressing your life, suppressing your evolutions, your personal evolutions within the journey. Basically, Nor, I will bring this in there. So, for example, you're going in from here, you're going up, and all of a sudden they decide to drop it down. Can you be able to do your work on your own? You're like, no, I'm on dependent, and you stay here. You're waiting for them. You're waiting for someone who actually make up their mind not to be with. Why? How do you know that? Because they dropped the connection. You need to understand that the separations will prove to you the truth. For some people, the separation is the most powerful tool of the truth, because during the separation you will understand if that person care about you. Truth. Yeah, I know someone is laughing right now in there, but that separation shows you the truth. If they care for you, they'll call. If they are doing something, they will get the things in there. If they are willing to do the work, they will show up. They will keep their promises. They will keep in their word. Or if something happened, they will tell you, no, what this what happens. But there's gonna be next to you. They're not gonna do some shady business or shadow business or hiding things or hiding things. They're gonna be next to you no matter what. Because they understand that you and them, you're in a soul connections, and you are gonna be in there. The only thing that we have not learned, properly learned right now, is to understand that the soul just came in to learn something, or touch something, or learning something within us. The whole journey is actually the finding your own true self. While you graduate in there, then after you graduate, this is like if you look at it back in the days into the village, when you mature, when you grow mature at certain age, and they are like, now you're ready to go ahead and find a wife because they're putting you to a test. Now you're ready to have a husband because you already know all the qualities to be a woman. That's what they did back in the village. But we forgot about this. We think that we know everything. But what happened is in the past, I will I will bring you back in the past, like a 70, 80 years ago. That was even actually, yeah, 80 years is enough. After the Second World War, a lot of the people focused on rebuilding the world, the material world, and they didn't care too much about emotional stuff, spiritual stuff, and so on. Everything went down the hill. So, of that standpoint, there was a born generations that was born in the 50s, in the 60s, which is probably the most of our parents are, they become immature. Then we were born, but we were born with different energies to understand all this. But we also were immature and some of the things. Now we have kids, and those kids, they were probably going to have some kids. As you see it, the immaturity was passed from generations over because of the historical events. And now, when you look at it in this positions, you will understand that it's all about personality maturity from within us. But that personality maturity came from where? All the way back, all the way back into the tribes before the towns were created. So, yeah. So, to look at it within that energies there, nor to go back into this, it is about you to understand the connection. That connection won't give you a fruit. You are basically like a seed that sits in the stone and waits for someone to put it into the ground, the proper environment. But the proper environment that you thought it is not. And you're probably going to be wondering what is going on within this story. It is about you to have this self-talk. It's like, what is it out there? What else can do? Because a long time ago, the journeys taught me one thing. I had to go alone in the journey. I had a soul connections and so on and so on, but there was something all the time. It's like you have to be on your own. You have to learn how to carry the torch. You have to learn to carry and pass this information due to the other people until you graduate. Once you graduate, things are different, guys. And this is why we decided to go ahead and do this workshop in Spain for it. But talking about this, once you understanding inside of you your energy connections, attachments because of codependency and waiting for that person, all of a sudden it's going to fade out. It's going to be fading out, and then it's going to be go ahead and it's going to move somewhere else. You're going to be able to grow. You're going to be able to become bigger seed. You're going to become a wiser personality. You are going to be go ahead and moved up on your own. And then when you graduate on your own, you're going to be seeing it's going to be, I'm ready. You're going to be asking the divine, and the divine is going to send you a partner. This is why I was talking to the people that this unifications you're seeking to it. You don't know who's your twin flame. Divine orchestrating the twin flame. It's divine union. But once you understand that part of the inner self of that connections, that inner connection is going to be reflecting in the outer connections because love is love. The same twin flame love you have inside of you for your twin flame, you are able to pass it around. But because you're holding at that love within yourself, you don't give it, you're trying to be with other people, but inside of you is still hold on. That is the moment that you're going to be learning about one word. It's called self-sabotage. And to the self-sabotage, some of the people, they have that energies in there. But you need to understand the power of the self-sabotage is to see how you are self-sabotaging yourself. You're going to be learning to purge that self-sabotage energies out of you all the time, especially when you see fears within yourself. Fear of let go, fear of things. Divine asking you for one thing. Don't ask what you need. We know what you need. But since you ask for what you want, there is a difference between what you want and what you need. And when you become spiritually wise enough to be understanding that the wants and the needs is two different things, is the same thing like realizing of inside of this world that people always wanted a lot of things, want a lot of money, want attentions, want intimacy, want this, want that, and so on. But they want it because they want somewhere outside to give it to them because they don't have developed it from within. That is the power of the giver. People who are not being givers, they don't understand this. The takers never understand this. The reason is that we are in a lot of term for oil right here. It is because of the takers. They have a lot of karma that need to solve. They need to learn how to give. They need to heal. I mean, you can take somebody's emotions. You have emotional energies in there. You may take money, or you may take um, fames, or whatever. However, whatever. The taker is a taker. He wants to only take. About the giver is a different story. Grande, hi, thank you for coming in. The separation helped to heal ourselves. It's a gift. Exactly, Giuliano. Twin flame power. Hi, thank you for being here. But dear, we can't filter sad energy I'm receiving. I'm focused on myself for 4 years now. The sad energy is inside of you. Is probably that sad energies that you may feel because of their energy that comes to you. And if you have direct contact with them, okay, if you have contact with them in there, are they really sad? And if you find out that they are not, you begin to asking your questions why you're sad. And this is why I'm saying to the people, if you don't have a 3D connections with your twin flame, you are not really in a connection. If they don't call you, they don't message you, if they cut a contact and so on, whatever you cut in 3D, it's the same thing you're cutting on a 5D. Only problem what we have with the people, we hold on to connections that doesn't exist anymore. Can be revived? Possibly, yes. Can you hold on into something? But the hold on doesn't bring anything. You only suffer. And ask yourself, why do you feel sad? Are you feel sad for them, or you are sad for what happens within you? So look at it in there, because sadness is the one of the part that you really need to look inside of it. You need to learn to be happy again. There is this animation movie that it pops up in my head. It was about sadness, joy. Man, I keep forgetting the name of that animation movie. It's very helpful in there. Uh, I'm going to be looking at. I think that movie is going to be helping a lot of people. There you go. Uh, the movie, it's Inside Out. I think it's a perfect for you, Noor, that whatever it's inside, that's what it's out. You're going to understand the internal process of the people, how they go through struggles and how they become a runners and so on and so on, and what's going on within themselves. And when they fix themselves, what is it going on? But the thing is, when the inner world is destroyed, because you let somebody in your internal world, they destroyed your internal world, and there you allow them to come in. So you're probably gonna be sad because your inner world was destroyed of what you thought might be, especially with people who, they're giving you everything and so on and so on, but the internal world is destroyed. Now what it's happening is, if you look at it in the bad positions, you feel like that's sad and so on and so on. But when you look at the other side, you have a clean slate to start over. And that's what the divine wants you to start over. You're not to give up on the journey on yourself. Don't worry about the person. You not quitting on yourself. People can quit on you. People can shame you, tame you, or whatever. People are people. But if you give the power of the people over you, they're controlling you. But when you become free and controls yourself, then that's going to be a different story. So that I would say. Oh, you're welcome, Nora. Hopefully that helps you. Blue, hi. What is twin flame in a 5D really means? What is it means in a 5D? That is a very interesting energy. You need to understand that during the ignition state, or the exchanges of consciousness, you're sharing the same consciousness during this period. And over the time, that period is begin to test you. If you felt in there to have this, you can handle that 5D exchanges of consciousness, which is medically has been improved, because I read the post that there is no medical evidence that twin flame exists. And like whoever wrote it this last year, he's probably very mad, angry, and so on, or he's very much uneducated on the twin flame. And this is one of the things that I see in the community: lack of education. And I stated this as soon as I started publicly doing it, the journey of the twin flames. So basically, what happened is in your brain and their brain, there is something, it's called mirroring neurons. There is a part of your brain, it's called CHAT, and that is sent and transmits signals, consciousness, and begins this telepathy in a 5D. It's like, I know, I feel it, I can call you, or I felt I should or must, I felt like this pain, I felt like these situations, and so on and so on within. But in the reality, the 5D is you and them. When you go out, not talking about here on earth. When you go out, you go actually deep from within. The 5D connection actually works much better, because twin flames is not only brings the journey. I'm talking about when they become a union, they not only understand the life here. So 5D at the beginning is different than the 5D when you begin to work, do the divine work within. And I'm talking about the divine work, Blue, is when the couple, they're coming in up here, that is the ignition state and so on, they overcome everything, they get in here. So now to that 5D with the divine that puts them together, says like, okay, that's what it is, that's where they're going. And now the couple, they're going down, but they're going as a couple, and they bring that energies with them. They carry the gift down into the 3D. So the 5D energies is going to begin to help all the time. You begin to understand things beyond your ears. I'm talking about the quantum understanding, but you're going to be understand that everything, it has been created like this. Even you're going to begin to understand that the little micro mini teeny mincy things that are very small, they begin to question themselves what's going to happen if they come together. And this is why the journey as a twin flame, it is the same thing. Most of people don't know what they can become together when they're together. And what it's mean in the 5D is changing over the times as a twin flames. Most of the people, they're expecting that the 5D is that ignition, 5D connections during the ignitions, and that's what the 5D is. No, it's not. It's much more than that. And it's not just 5D, it just goes even outside of the known universe. If you ever been there within your consciousness, you understand really who you are. You're that little spark within the void that is out there. And it's like, hey, what can we do together? What can we do together? And then inside of that void, you find each other. And then you become together, become this little light, little tiny, tiny light. And that little tiny, tiny light begins more and more and more. So Anna Harrington, thank you. Twin Flame Journey does expand the understanding of higher dimension for service for the 3D awakening. Thanks you. Hallelujah. Amen. Namaste. However, I really appreciate you this because most of the people, they're not evolving within them. They're not working within themselves. They're not even trying to develop themselves. I mean, humanity is basically on this beginning of awakening, but right now it's mass awakenings coming. Like it or not, they're gonna be awakened. It doesn't matter where you are, you're gonna be awakened because people can feel you now. A lot of the people, they begin to be aware of these vibes. They begin to awaken. I cannot vibe with you. Or I see these vibes, I can't get these vibes, I can't get this, I can't get that. And when we're talking about this right now, the humanity is in this verge, because this verge is also a change. We are changing in the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius is coming because we need this reinventing the humanity, the society. Because you want me to tell you to share something with you guys, as well as my drawing. Right here. It says origin. Right here. That's the line right here. Origin. Now the collective, it is way down below, and they're dragging it more down. As more we are focused on the material world, as more we are focused of abusing Mother Nature, as more we are focused of destroying this world, that's what happens in there. But Mother Nature and the world says we are not built for this. Your originations right here, you to bring heaven on earth. Where are you? You are not on earth, you're below the earth. If you're destroying the earth, you're below the earth as a vibrations. So the collective consciousness and earth is out there in survival mode and destroying everything. Abuse all the energies. We're abusing the water, we're abusing the trees, we are digging up the mountains, we're digging up everything that is in there without the awareness of what the consequences are going to be. And looking at that, the origin, it's asking for one thing. The origin is asking you to go back here, and it is what it is. But what happens is during this awakening, we have this flare of getting too much within the spirituality, too much up in there, too much in there. And there is no balance. You don't have balance within the material world. You stay up into the 5D realms, 6, 7D realms, even higher, and you think that you have that made until you don't put these extremes in balance with the current origin of making the heaven on earth. You're going to be wondering yourself what is going on with life. And that is the points that Twin Flames journey teach. But a lot of the people are misconcepted. It's like it's only one person, it's only one day. It's no, 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 no. We're talking about walking your journey alone, and God will bring you who's going to walk with you. The blind faith in there. Talking about the oneness, you are looking for it. First, you become one with you. Twin flame power. No one should have the right to manipulate the truth for ego pleasure. Should be a crime. Well, twin flame power. We need to reevaluate the ethics and the norms of the society. That will determine a new different laws. That will determine a different cultures and respects. That will determine the inner peace as a whole in the society. From there, there's going to be, if you're crossing the boundaries, which is the laws, actually the laws, there are not just laws. The law, it is about to tell you don't do harm. They have to be higher than the harm, so the people will have a fear not to crossing it in there. That's what the law is about it. And if someone commits a crime, then yeah, and so on. But come on, we're talking about people who right now are focused 99.9% probably of the people, they're not aware of what is our abilities are, what capabilities of human race we are. If you don't understand what is the power and what kind of powerful couple, what kind of powerful life can you have, of you to understanding the deeper values. Most people, they have no human-based values. We're not talking about spiritual values within them. They think they do. It's a huge thing out there. But when you bring in that energy is within you down, you're gonna find things. You're gonna find so much truth that you're gonna be like, oh my God, what I'm gonna be doing with these energies within the 3D. Can you imagine you to bring these divine energies into a 3D and sharing it in there? It's so much powerful, but at the same time, is that's the job, is you to bring it, you to create. Because back in the days, in the beginning, when you're that little tiny mini spark, and you decide what can we do together, and you connect it with somebody else, and there, it is the same thing here. What can we do together? It's not someplace else, and so on. But you need to understand that throughout the journeys, the level of the truth is going to be increased within yourself as you grow and so on. And you're going to find out proofs for this. We're talking about the proofs that are coming to you. I mean, we look at some of the proofs of Tao in there. And I'm so blessful to have a partner like this. I'm talking about Paulina. And I'm blessed with that. But she did her personal journey. I did my personal journey at Tenbumet. So, yeah. So we should not call it about people, about crimes and so on. I mean, people have choices. There are choices in there. What choices they are going to be taking, that is their problem. I mean, if they don't have this self awareness inside of it, of what the consequences of what they're doing, that's how it goes. But that's what it is in 3D. Most of the people, they're only looking for survival, not for evolution. And that is a want twin flame journey is the right thing for the humanity right now to look for it. Because the twin flame journey is looking at the both things inside of you. When you look at it, one object from the 2 points. And let me explain these points. Here, right now, I can see 100% of that. Why? Because I see it from here, what you guys don't see. But I see the projections on my screen. I'm the only one who sees it. When I look at it from inside of me, I can see the reflections outside in the world. But the people from outside in the world, they don't see what I see. But when we all become a consciousness awareness from within ourselves, and we have that internal connections within, then the person is going to be able to see what I see. You remember the Avatar, the movie, when they say, I see you? You guys know what I'm talking about. That's what it is. We're preparing for this revolutions. We're preparing for these stages to take this culture within ourselves. The whole humanity right now, it's awakening. Even the people who we didn't imagine they are awakening, they are awakening. But talking about with this, we're going to be needing some more work to be done. It's not going to be easy. Nobody says it's going to be easy. But everyone says one thing. It's going to be worth it. The question is if you look at it on that, what about you? Is it worth it for you? You to get in on this journey on your own, you to improve yourself, you to get that job done within yourself, you to fix yourself, and then you become the twin flame yourself, and you're going to be attracting the person who's going to walk within you. It's going to be the same journey, but this time everything is going to be easy. Why? They see what you see. They see what you see. They give you what you give them. They're not takers. They're not screw ups because they understand the value of the connection in the times we are in here. These times are precious, guys. So, so that's what this is in there. Dio, you're downloading wisdom. Thank you to your TF process. Thank you for that. Hope you come to Florida soon. Soon I kind of like don't have any plans. The only thing I'm planning right now is traveling to Spain pretty soon. By the end of the month, I'll be gone. So that is my traveling because of the workshop in Spain in there. People who have a chance to come into Spain, they'll come in. The spot is still available in there. What I'm encountering that people wants me to come to them, but they don't want to come to me. And that is the wrong side of me in there. Yeah, I can travel. Yeah, I can go make some workshops for this and this and so on and so on. That's not a problem in there. But most of it that I'm encountering in this that I was more the giving in there, but there was not reciprocity at some points. So I was looking at the inside of me and I asked the divine, what should I do? So I'm working at very hardly to create a center in Spain so people can come in Spain and I can travel through the world at the same time, but I have a base. So talking about this, people are not even aware of about the energies exchange. If they were understanding the energy of exchange, they will understand the karma. You take energy, it doesn't matter what kind of shape and form from somebody, you didn't give back, there is no reciprocity, it becomes karma. That's it. The twin flames understand this concept. They understand it from within at the beginning. And this is why when you get in the connections, in the soul connections, the proper soul connections, guess what? There's going to be the equal give and take right from the start. That's why Wolf said twin flames has no karma. Can have a karma with other people, but in the journey, as what the society talk about twin flame couples, they understand this. So that's what that is about in there. Hey, JCKPA, thank you for coming in. Hey, the TF journey now seems to be like a big delusion. Many woke up without it. Hey, the journey was about to wake up the society. So the society can understand there is a soul connections and the people have a soul. I mean, as far as the twin flame awakening in couples, I would say like we did a great job. I should go back 10, 12 years ago when the world has not heard the word pretty much twin flame. How many people did talk about the twin flame and everybody was, they call us crazy. They call us nuts. They call us, back in the days when we started, are you out of your mind? So on. Are you sure, Dio? You know what are you talking about? Where is those people now? Oh, I'm sorry. In the mouse hole, or their aliens take him away. They disappear. They vanish in thin air. You guys know how it goes. But we wake up the world. See, that's what happened. We pass that ignitions through the gravitations to the things. Now everyone begins to talk about energies. They don't talk about feelings anymore because feelings is one part of the energies. They're talking about energies right now. I feel the energies, I feel the vibes. Did you guys pay attention then lately the humanity has been changing the verbs, matching all this? Can you imagine 10, 12 years ago, we had to learn all that stuff to work with it. So, yeah. So, hi, Chrissy B. I would love to come out. When I come out as a twin flame in the public, you know what? You're gonna find your powers, true powers. This is like imagine that because I'm expressing through movies, guys. Um, for oh, you want to come out to Spain? Welcome. If you want to comes out of Spain, guys, you can contact me. We have a website. We created the website in there. Let me tell you, with Paulina, for this short amount of time, we've been connected. With her, we did more work than I've been done it. It's probably who knows. But we're gonna talk about this in the workshop. We're talking about a short amount of our physical separation since May till now. We did a lot of work. So, okay. Well, if you guys want to come to Spain, and that's what you guys need to do. I think that's. Let me see if that's what it was. The proper. I think that's what it was. Oh, there he is. But we also proved that this love in the soul can be one way, therefore unsustainable unless it's really unconditional. Some of the people actually learned that it's a one way because of the other person didn't understand the value. So you can look at it first and develop that unconditional love within yourself. That's what it is. This is a big, huge kind of like a gap within the journey explained back in the days, even by myself in there. But right now we are working it within this. We are putting it the pieces more and more together because the more higher you go, the more the truth becomes different. You're adding some pieces to the truth, you're adding the pieces to the journey for it. Because if you picture this in there, you're that small at the beginning of that awakening, but then you begin to expand. Then you begin to expand. What happens with the amount of truth you know now as expansions and that little piece inside of it? So you hopefully you guys understanding this, but if you get in it, it's beautiful, very beautiful in there. So that's what is going on. You're understanding certain truths. But let me tell you something for the people who awaken, if you tell them that big truth, they are still going to believe in that little one because they're holding in there. Some people are holding to that person even if they bleed, and their sadness and their dramas and so on and so on. instead of working it. It's like, let's see, let me explore what this is. Let me go more. Let me stretch more. Let me expand. Let me be liquid so I can be moved with the flow, not like stubborn. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to evolve. I know what I am, really. See you. Have a good one. Thank you for watching my six, and thank you for being here. So, yeah. So, Anna Harrington, me too. I would love to go to Spain with you and Jeff. Yes, there you go. There is a their email, guys. If you guys want to email me, actually, it's gonna be in descriptions below to my contacts in there. So Spain. Let me tell you a little bit story about this Spain to you guys. So this is my. It's gonna be my what? I believe this is gonna be my fourth time in there. The first time I went on my own at Bilbao 4 years back, and I wrote it something. Wow, I love that inner peace, but I didn't pay attention to that one. Trust me, I didn't. And now when I went, first I went in Elgin, then I went in March. One time at January, I believe I went, and then in March I went back. And that inner peace there matched the inner peace of my vibrations in there. I work with 4 hotels in there. There is only one hotel, and the hotel name is Il Union. So, guess what? You guys know. Very beautiful, touristic place, high quality, Malaga. Beautiful, beautiful. So, we are going to have a blast in there, but we're going to be talking about all this. You're going to feeling our personal energy vibrations in the spot. We can talk to you through videos all day long. But if you're a light worker, if you're an energy worker, if you're someone who knows me personally, and so on and so on, you guys know the energy and the vibrations in the room around me. But I'm not. This time I'm not alone. Actually, you're gonna have Wolf and Barry, great couple. We're gonna have a Paulina with me. You guys gonna be getting the goodies in there. Because you know how much you pay per hour to be with us and that workshop for the price of the workshop? $4. That's all you pay. All right, you guys have so many more questions, let me know. I'm still gonna be coming in and popping out up here and there. But I decided today to do this live about it because I think it's important because the people need to understand more and more of this. And the more people understand, the better will comes in not only for you as a journey to understand even you. The more people who are understanding begin to create a better society. The way we expanding the things back in the days with the twin flame informations, and the twin flame is the greatest love within the soul and so on. Imagine this beautiful personal growth that the twin flame journey brought to the world. It's passing to every human being. What the collective will be. They're going to be asking one questions. What can we do together? What is it God ask you? What can we do together? Your personal relationship with the divine. So, yeah, love you, brother. We are tired. We are tired and see too much of the truth if we are not able to tolerate it. Talking about not tolerated, some of the people are not going to tolerate the truth. But the truth is truth. She doesn't need clothes. You guys know what I'm talking about. So, are you putting all the information in your Facebook? Anna, as soon as you go on my Facebook, I have um, the stuff, all my videos, all everything that I do is actually I do it there in the Facebook. So even the workshop Facebook is there. But Facebook currently only shows up not to only to people who come and see what I'm doing. It's not like before, 2,000 people get a feedback. Dio posted a new post. It's only I don't know, they changed the algorithm or something. It's different, but it's still pour out. But YouTube is doing much better with this. YouTube is much better. But Facebook, since I don't know, maybe like 2, 3 years ago, they changed something. They did change something. So, yeah. This is why we put the website. So, the website, we put the links on the website and we put, a lot of things in there. You can contact me and Paulina. Yeah. Paulina, hi, darling. Hi, everyone. I confirm lots of goodies will be there. Getting excited. Yes. We're all excited about that. Exactly. The truth of what I see is and much more. It's so important to recognize your responsibility for your own expansion. Universe can lead you by hand all the time. Sometimes it's time to take a steer. Exactly. But you're going to be understanding on that. You see, I don't even see her, okay? But the energies that are flowing. Do you know what she mentions right now? Dio here is that. What are you going to be given as a feedback? And guess what? I see within my consciousness, and guess what? The universe can hold our hands as long as we not become codependent to the universe. So we can become the universe ourselves. Where did you hear that from before? Do you know how much more stuff we have for you in Spain? It's going to be incredible. But this is how she and I operate. So, yeah. Love you, darling, too. Yes, sometimes you have to, the universe let you go. And then it's like, here, you're free. I took you out of this matrix. I took you out of this jail. I took you out of all this. Now you're free. Nobody have to tell you what to do. You already know what to do. You have to bring the heaven on earth. And then you are wondering about what the heck? Who's going to tell me what to do? You already know. You don't need somebody to tell you anything about it. Yeah, and the 3D at work and so on, because we have a hierarchy, we have these pyramidal structures. Yes, it's got to be somebody to tell you what to do at work, but not in your internal world. You already know what to do. If you're going to help others, we can't walk alone. Oh, what can we do together? You got that, twin flame power. We need new laws to change new humanity. Actually, before the laws can change, the need has to be revised and accept and understand it so the laws can be created in there. So the need has to be looked at much deeper because the way that humanity goes currently at this current moment time of presence is nothing but a one big giant red button and it says self-destruct mode. Poof. We need to model the spiritual voice to help new ones coming. Actually, some of the new guys that are coming in. Can I see the new guys? Oh my God, they just give it to us, Dio. Give us the energies. We're gonna go get it. give us this, and we're gonna go get this. I see these changes. I see of these generations they are born to back in the 90s. They are now waking it up with this. They recognize these patterns, these toxic situations, and there. But they are ready and they understand we cannot do this if you don't fix ourselves. But when you have couple coming in like this, and they begin to understand this value, then you understand what you're made of for it. Then you understand everything that you did about your journey. But also the personal example is what it's the people need the most, the personality. Because you cannot be all the time with your twin flame, with your divine partner connections in there. It cannot be. But guess what? Your personality is out there. And when you talk to people, that personality, that energy is within you and shows up to the people. See, it's all about personality in there. What do you have within you? Jeez. Yeah. All right, guys. If there is no any more questions, let me know if there is some questions. Moral compass, ethic compass, awareness compass. We need a compass of here, now, in the present of what it is, because it is what it is. That's what we need. We need a compass and everything, because the compass has been destroyed from distorted energies. The distorted energies, oh, here is north, go this way. Oh, no, here is north, go that way. No, here is north, go that way. And you're like, oh my God, what should I do? I mean, it shows me north everywhere. It spins around. I don't know where to go. But when the moral compass is fixed within everyone, then it's the energy compass is fixed. And then we know what road to do comes in. The moral compass that it's right. The energy compass, the gravitational compass, everything. When you see people, what do you feel first? How you exchange? What are you thinking about them? You know that every time when you meet a person, you see a person, and it's like you begin to like, who is she? What is she? What does it look like? Energies and so on. Well, it's too skinny or too fat and all this, begin this judgment process within yourself. How about you if you see the energies? Are you going to judge? Are you going to be justifying things by their actions? You're going to see what it is. Because they're going to be pulled towards you, or they're going to be pushed. You see, this is a whole new level of where the humanity will go through it. Whole new level. And there is no escape. People think that they can escape, they can cut corners, or people they can go up in there and just given the light's energies in there. Whole journey is not about just go be in the light, go be staying in there all the time, go be in these connections, because that's not the purpose. The purpose always been one, bringing heaven on earth, and that purpose won't change. That's how it goes. Not everyone can see what we see. It's why we need to help to guide and show them love, so that's what are not misled. Well, there's always going to be the other side of misleading, because you have to have a people who are misleading to test you. Are you going to be at this blind faith? Are you really changed, really proved in there? If it's not a people, let's say that the whole humanity, it's like me, it's all fixed and it's all gone, it's so good and it's so great into there, There's going to be some life situations they're going to test. There is always going to be a test. Pass through it. If the humanity it is, then maybe probably we're going to find another race that is going to be testing us out. So right now, though, it's a precious time for people to do their inner work and becoming aware of. You're not only dealing with people with flesh and bones, you're dealing with souls, energies, vibrations, and emotions that comes in the signs of energy. That's all there is right now. It's the primary things. The more people we heal people will heal people. That's how it's gonna go. But first of all, who has to heal? The healer has to heal himself, the wounded healer. Speaking of this astrology wise, this is the energies right now. So that's all I have for you guys. If you know more questions, let's share the love and the lights. Thank you for the 14 watching and 14 likes. Love it. Darling, thank you too. So here we go, guys. CF, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you all. Thank you all, guys. So that's all I have for you guys. Just be love, okay? Always.